All I want to do is to give thanks. Because over the past 4.5 hours or thereabout that we have been here, a lot has been said, a lot has been done. And all that remains is for me to thank God Almighty in the first place that made this day possible as a day that He has made, and that we should rejoice and be glad in it. And we are here for occasion of having joy and expressing our appreciation among ourselves and our appreciation to God. And I thank God Almighty for that opportunity. Let me then start thanking those who have been directly responsible for the events of today, and we are only halfway through. And those who are indirectly responsible. Let me start with Professor Kepukola. We have the what do you call it? The authority for planning, arranging, and executing my birthday program. We've taken it upon himself for many years now, and he has never failed to do it well. Peter, I thank you most sincerely.
We thank God, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Your Excellency, Baba, for the word.
Then let me thank the lecturer, Professor Asake. I don't know those of you who are here who listen to the lecture. It is a first-class lecture. And he delivered it like a way. They did not look at any book, no script. Well, Professor Kepukola,
yes, sir.
what I would ask you to help us tell him
Yes,
is that some of us will want to have copies of that beautiful lecture.
we already have it, sir.
If you have it,
Yes, sir.
some of us will like it to get into our hands.
Of course, sir.
But when you then look, and I hope you will buy the books and read them, when you take the lecture and the book on slavery, slave trade, colonialism, reparation, and new colonialism, and then Nigeria past and future. You will see how the three come together. The lecturer made us to realize that part of our problem is what I may call the residue of slavery, slave trade, and colonialism. And until we can break ourselves completely out of it, we may not be able to make as much progress as we should. Decarbonization and decolonialization in many ways as a drive to, and as one of the commentators on the lecture said, maybe we have to even look at decolonization of our names. And that brings me to a tradition who wants to continue to rename me Martin. Well, I have no problem with this evangelical mission of who Matthew was as a disciple of Jesus Christ. But he was a tax collector. Now, we have Peter, who was a disciple. Even though he denied Jesus, was forgiven, and he became the rock. We have John. Me, the name Matthew. I don't fancy it. And I said, it was like my father, my mother, I don't know why they decided on Matthew. They didn't name me Peter. They didn't name me John. They didn't name me Samuel. They didn't name me Lucy. They didn't. Those are beautiful names. Not even Joseph. So, a traditional can keep his mouth. I will keep my Olusegun, Okikiola, Aremu, Obasanjo. If you remember, he concluded a goodwill message by saying he wants to be 48 and want to reduce his wife to 52. I tell you that story. When I got him here from Nairobi to become Minister of Agriculture, at the request of President Jonathan, because he was the one who said to me, I want somebody who would do agriculture well. I said, well, if you want that, I know. This is one. So when he came, President Jonathan changed his mind and decided that the Ministry of Agriculture had been zoned to the north. So when I was told, and that he will become Minister of State, I said, go back to where you came from immediately. Because as Minister of State, you will not be able to do anything. So he went back to Nairobi, where he came from. And two people that I know in the government at that time, or who are coming into government, went to President Jonathan and said, look, if you want agriculture to be taken care of, that man, you must have him back. So President Jonathan called me again and said, look, can you help me get that man back? I said, I don't know. So I phoned him and he said, oh, it's no longer in my hand. It's now in the hand of my wife. And I haven't met his wife before. So I said, is your wife black or white? Oh, he said, you don't know my wife. Is the daughter of your previous director of agriculture. I said, so you must be a black woman. He said, yes. He said, if she anything, oh, I said, okay, can I talk to her? And then I talked to MSC for about 5 minutes. MSC started, he said, you know our problem, particularly those of us from that part of the country. Today they will say we are not northern, we are this and that. We are from Kuki. Eventually I persuaded her. So I said to Akin, now home front is clear. Come. And he came. And he became Minister of Agriculture. Then one day he came to me and said, look, this presidency of African Development Bank. I said, but you are an agriculture man. He said, but I did agriculture. Oh, I didn't know that you did agriculture. In that case, you are interested? He said, yes. Okay, yeah. So we started. First thing was, he was nominated by President Jonathan. And by the time the campaign would start, President Buhari had taken over. So we had to carry President Buhari on board. And the long and short is that he became the president. So when he became the president, he wanted to make Yanga. I said, hey, you can't make Yanga. Because if the night I spoke to Yemisi did not agree, there would be nothing we could do. And you will not be able to come back to be Minister of Agriculture. And if you are not Minister of Agriculture, this position you are now, as you rightly said, will not be possible. Therefore, your contribution is 45. So you are acting 45. And EMC is EMC 55. So since that time, we have been begging me to increase his figure from 45. And that's what he was referring to, that he wants to be acting 48 and reduce EMC to EMC 52, which I have not done. And of course, you had Dr. Rama as President and Chief Executive of African Bank. A very good bank doing a very good job. There have been 3 chief executives of African Bank. The first person was a Nigerian. The second one was an Ivorian. And the third one is a Nigerian, Orama. And how did that happen? When African Bank was established through the Africa Development Bank, Egypt lobbied for the location in Cairo on the ground that he will never lobby for the chief executive. And then after the Nigerian left, Cairo, Egypt started lobbying for chief executive of the bank. And everybody was about to agree, and I said, no, that this was not the time that we got the headquarters. So I refused. And because I refused, they refused for 5 years to give the man Ekra, who was elected as the chief executive of African Bank, to give him visa. So for 5 years, he was running African Bank from the Hilton Hotel in Abuja for 5 years. But one person who held the fort firmly, loyally, and very, very committed was Orama. And then when Ekra finished his term, he said, well, the only thing that he believed he should do is to ensure that for Orama's loyalty, commitment, devotion, and everything, he should take over. And not about that. And Orama has actually built that institution. In all this, I know that, or maybe I should say, they make me whatever they want to make me, honorary ambassador, whatever. For me to be able to open doors for them wherever they want to go. Orama makes me that. Akin also makes me that. Hand the bill. Okay. Somebody sent a message to me that he's hungry, I should do quick. Hand the bill, who came on? He and I have been together for almost 50 years. And he said, he knew my age. I am 90. Don't believe him. You believe what my mother said. Only before market day. And I am Aremu. And Kadis, Asake was born on the Itoku market day. And he is Aremu. And nobody will change that. Every Itoku market day is your birthday. Every Iko market day is your birthday. Leave it at that. I want to just say one or two comments on the two books. Lest you forget, the lecturer brought it out vividly, while we should not forget slavery and slave trade. Whether it's transatlantic or trans-Saharan, they had the same effect on us. And he made the point strongly that if we forget, not only will we continue to suffer from the effect of what he called not an episode, but an epoch. But not only that, we will be re-enslaved again in one form or the other. We haven't come out of the one that we have suffered more than spanning about 2 centuries that we have suffered from. And then Nigeria past and future. It is for us to see where we are all gone wrong, without any exception, as a group. And then give there a way out. And if there is a way out, what is the way out? And if we know the way out, how do we get there? And what should we do? But for me, I am an incurable optimist about Nigeria. Yes, the situation is bad, no doubt. But I believe that in my lifetime, we will have Nigeria that we will give all of us. I want to thank all those who have given goodwill and made comments. I appreciate you all, including that who had to go and catch a train. And now we go on to the second stage of this program, which is more enjoyable. It will be eating, dancing, and making merry. May all of you who have reached the age of 80 reach 90, 100, and I will celebrate that 90 and 100 with all of you. Those of you who have not reached 80, so that you cannot be called octogenarian yet, you will, by the grace of God, reach 80. But let us bear in mind that as Nigerians, there's duty, obligation for us. And if we do it well, we will have an enviable Nigeria, in our lifetime. Thank you.